So my mom and I ended up flying out to Texas at the end of my freshman year, got the surgery. I have 4 screws in my back, currently doing so much better than I was before. And I really didn't know what gymnastics would look like after the surgery. And that's where my faith in God really came into play. He was my strength for everything.
Hi guys, my name is Julia Leontini. I'm a Danville native. I actually grew up going to church at United Methodist right down the street, so this is very close to home. And so growing up, I was raised in the church, and I believe in God. I believe that everything happened for a reason, but I think when I read the Bible and heard about miracles and stuff, I was like, oh, like God did all these things in the past, but that was kind of like history, and I think I just viewed God as a distant figure. Yeah, things got hard those first couple years, and at the end of my sophomore year, our captain took her own life, and so I was really just questioning things, and for the first time I was like, all right, Lord, I can't do this by myself anymore. I can't be fulfilled by the things of this world. It's not working. Senior year came and I barely saw the field, and that was super humbling because I thought that being a leader and contributing meant scoring goals and playing a lot of minutes, and that didn't happen. And I feel like the Lord just taught me so many cool things in that season, and even when I was struggling to show up and having a really hard time, I would lead practices with so much joy, like for no reason, and that was just the Holy Spirit.
So my freshman year, one of the very first things I learned at an AIA meeting was that as an athlete, we should be competing, playing, and just performing for an audience of one. Because I called myself a Christian for so long, and I realized that I wasn't really living for Jesus. I was living for these other things that were ultimately just temporary. They would fluctuate, they would go up and down, and I've experienced it all. And so the Lord really revealed to me that I needed to put Jesus first in my life. And so I decided to really live for Jesus and make him my audience of one as opposed to my sport or my academics.
And I knew that I wanted to be a Golden Bear from day one. My dad went to Cal, my 3 aunts went to Cal, they all married people that went to Cal. I grew up swimming and playing water polo, and that's what I wanted to do, and then I realized I hated it, and I started playing volleyball. My mom showed me AIA, and literally the second that I walked in the doors, like I knew that I was home. Everybody in the room were people that I had met, and for some reason or another had stuck out to me in my first semester. And so semester is my senior year. I'm leading on core, and kind of as I mentioned before, I started my freshman year and really haven't seen too much of the court since, and that's been something for a long time that I've been struggling with, is like, what's my identity on this team? Karen talked about like, who am I outside of a volleyball player, and really truly kind of dawned on me that my kind of role is to just show love and show, you know, God is love, Jesus is love, and that's what I want to be for my team, is joy and love.
Good evening everyone, my name's Olivia and I'm a junior on the field hockey team. So I'm from Durban, a city on the east coast of South Africa. And I was fortunate enough to grow up in a home with Jesus at the center. While this upbringing allowed me to build a strong foundation in my faith, it wasn't until I left home that I truly developed a personal relationship with Jesus. Being a part of AIA and experiencing the power of the community of faith and witnessing new people come each week to learn more about Jesus and discover their faith has been humbling and enriching.
Incredibly important that the Athletics in Action within the athletic department operates. It's incredibly important that we have the opportunity to share our faith amongst not just believers, but also people just that are curious what's going on. Because those are the people that are going to get brought to the meetings, and they're getting to learn and put some meat on the bones. And I think this is the critical thing that can happen and will happen over the course of the years, and will keep happening.
Hi, I'm Amethyst, and I just want to encourage you to give generously to Athletes in Action. The event was so wonderful, hearing about all of the transformations that have happened right within Athletes in Action with many students, and that has been happening for years and years, and we want it to continue to happen for years and years and years. My life was personally changed and impacted by Jesus in college and benefited from a college ministry, and this ministry, Athletes in Action, is just making waves. So let's all get generous together. Let's go ahead and be cheerful givers and contribute, because Brooke and Karen need to make about $50,000 to get by for this next year. And they make so many sacrifices for these kids. So let's make some small sacrifices for them as well. And just follow the prompts from Brooke about how to give, and you will feel blessed as well. God bless you.